I'm Scott Tramella, this is Melissa Gleisner. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about some shoulder pain. Recently, the past week and a half, 2 weeks, in the front rack position with my front squats, my cleans, stuff like that, I've been having a lot of posterior shoulder pain. I'm going to go over a little bit about how we can get rid of that. A lot of the times, it's due to tight internal rotators of the shoulder. So these muscles that are kind of in your armpit will tighten up, and when you go into the front rack position, that's called external rotation. And what that does is tighten up these internal rotators of the rotator cuff, and that's what causes the pain. So I'm going to have Melissa, I'm going to show you guys 3 exercises. I'm going to have Melissa first wrap a band around your shoulder, and what this is going to do is provide a little bit of distraction to kind of pull her shoulder away and lengthen those internal rotators. I'm going to give her a kettlebell to hold. She's going to keep her arms straight, her elbows straight, lock that in with the other hand, and the kettlebell weight is going to be going basically straight down into her shoulder. Come on, it's going to be going straight down into her shoulder. She's going to feel that shoulder retraction going down into the ground, and she's going to be externally rotating her shoulder actively. So she's going to feel kind of those muscles contracting in the back of the shoulder. That's going to strengthen those external rotators and lengthen out those internal rotators. She's going to hold that for about 1 minute to 2 minutes, roughly in there. Do that a couple times with your warm-up. You should feel a little bit of a difference. Go ahead and come down. Next one we're going to do is, a lot of the times with this limited external rotation of the shoulder in the front rack position, the muscles of the scapula are real tight, so we're going to have Melissa take the ball. We're going to release those muscles a little bit. She's essentially going to put the ball between the scapula and the spine to really work those muscles out. She's going to lay on it, put as much pressure as she can. We're going to have her go into flexion, keeping the elbow close to the ear, come back down. And normally I'd say 5 passes on flexion, and then come back kind of where your elbow and your arm is going to be in the front rack position. So we're going to have her up here and basically go from internal rotation to external rotation. And we're going to move, same thing, 5 passes on each side, each flexion extension, and then move the ball up. Repeat the same thing. You want to go all the way up to your upper back, and then go down the opposite side of the spine. Okay? Go ahead and come up. Last one I'm going to show you guys. Same thing, looking to stretch out those internal rotators. Have a band about head height attached to whatever you want to gauge. I'm going to have Melissa take that. Do the other hand. Just going to take it, put it around her upper arm right below the elbow. She's going to take her hand, put it on the outside of the band, step forward, go into flexion, making sure her ribs stay down. And then she's going to step this way to essentially try and pull that arm into external rotation. So you can see these muscles right here are real stretched out, and that's what's going to give you the mobility to have a good rack position. Just going to hold that same thing for about 1 minute.